All right, YouTube, Auburn family. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. Talking Auburn football. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button twice so you don't miss any of the information. Go ahead and like and comment and get involved with what we got going on here. As always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Auburn has an incredible amount of momentum with this particular recruiting class. We rewind it back a little bit. Back a couple of weeks, we were like Auburn is at number 50 in the country. Now Auburn standing at number 20 in the country. That's a top 20 class, 88% average for each player. And really, when you think about it, 24/7 has this crazy way of analyzing players. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but I think there's a lot of good players in this particular class. Most recently, Auburn has taken on Dylan Brooks, who is out of Handley High School in Roanoke, Alabama, formerly committed to Tennessee. Now Auburn has gotten Dreshun Miller. Dreshun Miller, a former four-star recruit that initially, went to junior college, Eastern Arizona College. Then after that, he committed to West Virginia. While at West Virginia, I didn't see where he had a starting role, but he was really pivotal in their process. He had 22 solo tackles, 9 assists, and 1 interception. One thing I like about this guy is the fact that Auburn could be in a battle for the boundary cornerback position. I think Roger McCreary will probably take that field cornerback position. He's the most experienced. He's faced some of the most elite wide receivers in the SEC. But I think Dreshun Miller will push the envelope on that boundary cornerback position, because when you look at him on tape, look at these highlights. He has most of his action at the boundary. And the boundary is a really important position because a lot of teams like to run to that side. A lot of teams like to test that side, especially in the red zone. Dreshun Miller has proven that he can cover in the red zone, which is going to be very important. Not to say that any of the other guys can't, but this guy has Power 5 experience, just like Nehemiah Pritchett does at Auburn, just like some of the other guys, Jalen Simpson and some of the other guys. So I think he's going to add to what Auburn already has in a very strong secondary that will be coached by Zach Etheridge in this coming season. I think Derek Mason. I think Bryan Harsin. I think Zach Etheridge. They did a good job on this one because, to be honest, looking back at the previous staff, I don't think this is a guy that Auburn would get. I just don't think. Now that the transfer portal has become such a significant thing, I think this is a trend. You see it. It's a trend. You look at the national letter of intent. Guys are able to get out of the national letter of intent given unforeseen circumstances. Then you look at guys like, Dreshun Miller, who, for whatever reason didn't see anything going on at West Virginia, saw an opportunity at Auburn, probably felt like, because apparently, with his contribution, he wasn't in the starting lineup. That's not to say that he's not a good cornerback, but he's like, hey, I want to take advantage of my opportunity. And it seems like, especially with 2 years of eligibility left, he definitely has an opportunity at Auburn. Now, this signee kind of reminds me of when Will Muschamp initially came on as the defensive coordinator at Auburn and brought on Blake Countess. Blake Countess came on, did an incredible job. He missed a couple of pick six opportunities, but definitely a huge cornerback. He actually played at Michigan and then brought his talents to Auburn. I think this is a similar situation here. I think this guy's going to push the envelope, though. Keep in mind, a lot of folks don't know about this. The field cornerback is the guy that's tested the most. He's the guy that has to be that definite lockdown corner. The boundary cornerback has to, kind of cover a more shallow portion of the football field, but he has a lot more action with the running game and play action. So he has to be able to tackle. He has to be aggressive with the football. Dreshun Miller has proven just on film study that he is the kind of guy that can do this, man, I want y'all to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and definitely leave your comment about Dreshun Miller and his commitment to Auburn. He's been at Eastern Arizona. He's also played power football at West Virginia. Man, I think this is a good get. As always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger. Vernon Speaks Sports, Auburn War Eagle.